You're watching KSL 5 News.
Utah's mounting a major attack on our opioid abuse problem. A multi-agency task force introduced today because, simply put, the problem has reached epidemic proportions.
News Specialist Keith McCord was at the Capitol today when this task force was announced. Keith, who's involved here?
Well, just about everybody, Deanie. Law enforcement, health and medical groups, politicians, faith-based organizations. Even you and I are part of this effort.
Now, some have called the heroin opioid threat a plague of biblical proportions. Others have referenced it as a tidal wave or an epidemic or an opidemic.
Someone today is planning a funeral. Someone tomorrow is going to be planning a funeral. That may be a teenager. That may be a mom.
23 Utahns die every month from an overdose of these drugs, giving us one of the highest overdose rates in the nation. So today, the announcement of a multi-member task force that will collaborate to address and attack the problem. The comprehensive effort will involve law enforcement, which will target the gangs, manufacturers, and suppliers of the illegal opioids in all 29 counties. There will be an increased awareness effort like the billboard campaign alongside the interstates. And doctors and pharmacies will be encouraged not to overprescribe, which has contributed to the problem. The hope is everyone working together can reverse the abuse trend.
Together we can share resources, we can force multiply our manpower through investigative efforts, we can exchange real-time intelligence. That's important in an effort like this.
The opioid abuse problems often begin in the home, so the task force is asking all of us to pay attention.
It can start with prescription medication for a sports injury or experimentation with drugs that we have left over in our medicine cabinets.
To help prevent that, the DEA has set up a new website, utahtakeback.org. On it, the locations where everyone can drop off their expired and unused prescription meds.
Abusers will state to us that they get their prescription drugs from the family medicine cabinet, from friends or family. And we're trying to intervene right at home plate.
Now, this problem isn't going to turn around overnight. It'll take years for sure, but the task force organizers believe this is a first step and that working together instead of everybody doing their own thing here just makes sense, Deanie. But it actually does start in the home. We have to be careful.
Yeah, there's something there for everyone, a role. So this is a good first step, like they said.
Yep.
Thanks, Keith.